and Sureg'ay. Wine boy.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hot Topics, Fox and Friends with Ivanka and Eric. We're live. What? I forgot our name.
It says it right there.
You're Sergey.
Hello. I'm sorry. My glasses are steaming up because I'm trying not to spread the COVID-19. And apparently I should have had a Tic Tac first.
Oh, Sergey. To be stuck in that with that up your mask must be terrible.
Well, you know, as they say, mask for mask. I should probably take it off so you can see my masculinity better.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, that takes me back to junior high being snapped with towels in the locker room.
Takes me back to that night I passed out right after I said I do. Speaking of, well, anyways, I would like to raise a glass to you, oh wine boy.
And I'm back. Hello.
Thank
Well,
you
hello,
for pouring
wine
our
boy.
wine before and not screwing up the technicalities this time. And we were able to be on time for all of our fans, both of you.
Thank you. I try not to screw up as much. So next time I'll get better, hopefully.
He filled up my wine glass, got in his Uber, went to the airport, got in an airplane, got to your place, and filled up your glass.
Yeah.
Obviously, he didn't fly Spirit Airlines.
Or Delta.
Doesn't ever leave the airport.
Oh.
So where's our audience? Hello, everyone. It's just been a slow week. It's like slower than the.
It's like
turtle
nothing's
emoji
happening in the world.
There's just nothing going on. I don't even know what on earth we're going to talk about.
Oh my goodness. We have lots of audience. What are you talking about, Sergey?
Oh, look, there's some people from Polk County are joining us this
We got
week.
Liam in the house.
Liam, little homecoming king. Obviously, has
Did
nothing
you win
to do with
Homecoming
this year.
King?
That was last year.
Oh my goodness.
God forbid.
Little cheers for Liam.
Tara Parker has no audio. Well, all right. Well, we can only do so much. Hi, Gail Blackmer. Oh my God, isn't she up late?
And Chris Congdon is here with us as well.
Chris Congdon was in the line as if we were giving out free merchandise, like it's the Ellen Show or something.
He had camped out weeks ago in his chair.
Well, we just want to start things off on a positive note, which probably most of you will sign off now because you're here for the negative comments and us to scarf slap the silliness out of people. But there is positive things happening, like
Negative comments? I hardly think that we're negative, Sergey.
Well, I'm not.
How dare you?
I just want to say congratulations to New York City and to New Jersey. Even though they have Democratic governors, apparently the COVID-19 is flattening the curve and going down.
Oh, well,
So
that's...
they have opened up the gates and they're going to let people get out and smell some fresh air now.
Well, thank goodness.
I mean, Florida's already been running like wild, Trashy Girls Gone Wild, or whatever that show is, running all
It's
around.
like, sure. It's like Daytona Beach all over the state.
Are you saying Girls Gone Wild?
Is that what it's called, Wine Boy?
I mean, that's what I heard from a friend.
Right. Someone who
Back in 2002.
All I know is that people are running around the state of Florida unveiling themselves in every store imaginable.
Chris Congdon, don't you worry. We are going to talk about Lady G in just a moment. So let's get right to it. So the curve has been flattened, blah, blah, blah. Great. Now there's no reason to have a quarantine unless you live in the state of Texas, which their numbers are going up. But they're run by the manly Wolverine, Ted Cruz, and Professor X in the wheelchair. And they're all Republicans. But it just seems like a few weeks ago when Democratic states were the cause of the hoax. But enough said. Let me scarf slap my own mouth.
Seriously, Sergey. I don't even know what you're babbling about.
You don't obviously see the recent headlines.
Well, I do offer the youth perspective.
Right,
So
I
I'm
can
not
see
always
it.
like up on things.
That's because, well, you're usually at the bottom of the newscast, if you catch my drift.
Speaking of bottoms,
Oh,
did you see who was in the news recently?
if you're talking about Lady G, and for those of you at home, that is the code word name for Senator Lindsey Graham.
Can I just interject for 1 second?
You may insert.
To Ms. Emily Fontano. Yes, the youth perspective. How dare you?
Anyways, Lady G, who is Lindsey Graham, has apparently
And not
been,
Lady Gaga, by the way.
No, she doesn't need to hire female escorts. She is one.
That was a serious shocker, though, going on Twitter and thinking that I was going to follow like a new Lady Gaga song or something, and like see something that was being released and excited.
Yeah, well,
and
they were being released and excited, all right.
Oh my gosh.
According to the male escorts that were paid top dollar with your tax dollars, he was hiring escorts, and they described his buttocks of having lots of moles. And he replied to the male escort and said, "Those are just my ladybugs."
Ugh.
For those of you that are at home and throwing up in your mouth right now, just go ahead and take a little sip of wine and swish down that nastiness from
Really gotta
native.
wash out that visual from my mind's eye.
Well, there's more. All you have to do is Google Lindsey Graham, and it's much more entertaining than anything Cecil could talk about.
Lindsey Graham, senator from South Carolina? Who knows? Some sort of southern state.
Well,
but can I just tell you this? This is the thing about Lindsey Graham that I think is absolutely hilarious. And it is of course he's a bachelor. And of course, everybody has been saying that he's been gay all of these years. And he denies it left and right in interviews. And
mostly right.
Mm-hmm. And he was quoted in this interview as saying, "Sorry, everybody, but I'm not gay." And that is the thing that I would like to address.
Oh.
No need to apologize, Lindsey Graham. There's literally nobody who's been like, "Oh, darn it, he's not gay. We were really looking forward to that. What a disappointment. What an apology-worthy thing to have that you are not of the homosexual persuasion." Let me just say that not a single homosexual is craving for you to be gay. So calm your jets.
I've never knew you. Look at that sports team reference you threw in there. Isn't that special? Little sizzle sazzle, little rant from Cecil. Well, Lindsey Graham, that's enough about him because I don't feel like being bulimic tonight.
I would like to keep the dinner that I spent $15 on.
I would also like to say that I apologize. I forgot my wedding ring tonight, so I would also like to pronounce I am not gay. My wife is going to see this tonight. She will be upset, and I will probably be put in a timeout by mother.
Does she put you in like a little cage in the corner when you're in that sort of timeout?
Well, just like the president, sometimes she says, "Get in your bunker." And I just say, well, let me just inspect it just a little bit. I just want to make sure there's smells good and things like that. Because just like the president said this week, when they shoved him in the bunker because there were some people with some cardboard signs waving at the White House.
That's scary, Sergey.
You could get a paper cut.
Yeah.
With cardboard, you could lose an arm.
Can I just also say, wait a second? Because didn't the president say at some point that he would charge into a building where there was a shooting happening because he was that brave?
I don't know. That was so many gaslights ago. I don't remember.
That's for damn sure. So many gaslights.
But I will admit, when I was at the Trump rally,
that's the contribution to global warming, is the amount of gaslights that's coming out of his face.
speaking of stained pasta Tupperware, but he was thrown in the bunker and then was trying to act like, oh no, I didn't. I just went to inspect it. And then the protesters came, and I had no idea after all this time of chanting "Build that wall" that he meant around the White House. But I guess I wasn't paying attention. And this week, a fence went up around the White House.
And a big ass fence went up around the White House.
And it's really inconvenient for the little Instagrammers who like to get their picture taken in front of the White House. I mean, imagine looking through a chain link fence like a small little Mexican child or something, detained at the border.
Terrible, Sergey. You're just terrible.
I just call it like it is. So did you, I had to sign a waiver today in order to go to the next Trump rally to say that I will not sue the president or anyone that is associated with him if I attend a rally and happen to get COVID-19 by going to his rallies.
Of course.
A little English there. I don't know what happened.
No, I get what you're saying. Yes, there was a gigantic email went out to all of his supporters to say that that if you get the COVID while you're going to his big rally in Tulsa or wherever the hell it is, that you can't sue them for getting the COVID, which I think is hilarious because
it was OM God.
I mean, isn't the whole thing a hoax anyway?
So stop suing the president for a hoax to begin with. You people, you have too much time on your hands.
Do you think anybody is putting those two things together and going, wait a second, I thought the COVID wasn't even that big of a deal, and yet here I am having to sign this waiver before I go and see my guy talk to a whole bunch of people?
I'm sure if you go all the way to the bottom, sorry, didn't mean to spark your interest, but if you go all the way to the bottom in the small fine print, it probably says you can't sue the president, but you can sue China or Wuhan or something. They're probably just ready and raring to go.
China sounds like a horrible place.
Well, I had a one-way ticket once. It wasn't, let's just say I haven't gone back for a while.
And I hope that the viewers at home and our international viewers at home understand that I'm not saying China, because I think China would be lovely.
China is lovely.
Yeah. I'm saying China.
We understand. You don't have to say it anymore. I'll say ladybugs and make you throw up again. Look, there's some good things that did happen this week, though. After the president walked through like Yosemite Sam to get rid of the peaceful protesters with tear gas and hand grenades and tanks and rubber bullets and little Mike Pence dolls being thrown at them. They all cleared out. And the General Sal's chicken, whatever his name was. I do know his name. General. Hold on. Let me.
I feel terrible.
That is terrible, but at least I got the general part. General Mark Milley came out and apologized today and basically said, I don't wish to be part of a dictatorship, and I apologize for using the military and combining it with politics and blah, 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 something like that. But so kudos to General Mark Milley for finally standing up to Kim Jong Trump.
Look, can we just talk a moment about that stupid photo opportunity as well? I mean, you would think that with all of the drama and all of the, shoving people out of the way and all of that stuff, that he would get up there and at least say some words or something. But he literally just walked up, held this Bible upside down, and then was just like, have you ever see pictures?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is that your Bible?
Yes, it's my comedy Bible.
Oh.
But any picture of him revolving around the church in any way, shape, or form. He looks completely miserable.
Well, I would have just liked if he was able to open it and pick out a favorite psalm or verse or anything. I bet if you opened it, it probably said Shawshank Redemption or something inside.
Look, I am not even a religious person in any way, shape, or form.
It's obvious.
Sergey. This might come as a big shock to you, but at least I know, for God so loved the world that he gave his only, begotten son, that whomever shall believeth in him shall have eternal life. I can quote that shit. Try to ask the president to make a quote and see what happens.
Oh, Brittany Schmick, if I had a nickel for every time I said I wasn't going to drink and blame Cecil. So cheers to Brittany Schmick and all of you Schmitke, Schmatke.
Oh, I love Brittany Schmitke.
Well, I do too, because she's drinking.
Absolutely.
I look like I've been drinking for hours, actually.
Why do you think I've been wearing a hat for so long?
Same reason I wear a beard.
Can I just say, looking at this thing and how everything is reversed, it's like blowing my mind, because I'm trying to straighten this hat and
just stop trying to straighten anything. All right, it's just not working. You might want to get your comedy Bible and look up chapter 7. Oh. So what's our next topic? Let's see. I just feel like we need to say real quick, because people aren't saying her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Say it 3 times.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna
Taylor. Breonna Taylor.
All right. That's just the world is not
just
right.
A moment of silence.
And we're back. It's very gut depressing there for a moment. Speaking of silence, let's talk about sports. Oh,
hello.
Yeah, Christy Poggi in the office at the studio having a glass of wine and watching us. And can we just say a lovely little toast to
Art's Sake Studio?
Art's Sake and Yvonne.
Cheers.
We really love that acting studio in Orlando. It's it is the best. So chime in with any of your comments you feel like.
Exactly.
Pot stirred.
Stop that wine, boy.
Anyways, hi, Holly Payberg, whenever you want.
Is she here? Is Holly here?
No, but she'll see that and love us later.
Oh, okay.
Just like normally.
I got nervous all of a sudden. I was like, oh my goodness. I felt like I should straighten something.
Oh, so
you're still trying to straighten things.
We love you too, Christy Poggi.
Hey, wine boy, and we love you too, Christy Poggi.
Love you too, Chrissy Poggi.
Next time, bring some brownies so we can have it with our wine.
And look at Steph Wilson saying she's on her 3rd wine. I've been drinking since 7 p.m.
Cheers, Art's Sake. Kevin Kruger, good luck with that. You make me look like a football player. So let's speing of football, let's talk about sports. I've tried to bring it up 3 times. I thought we were going to
about sports. I know.
Drew Brees. I must admit. So Drew Brees is the quarterback with a New
Orleans Saints.
That's right. Thank you. I should have known Saints because I'm a Christian. Comes out with a video, and I have to admit, I thought maybe it was 4 years old or something, saying that he doesn't approve of kneeling because it's against the flag and all of the stuff that it's exactly not for. And he's really got some backlash.
He sure did. He got more than a towel whip in the locker room, I'll tell you.
But he's safe at home in his little quarantine. But all the rest of his friends were like, wow. I mean, to me, it surprises me because he's like, don't do this and don't do that. But okay, run, black man, and catch this ball. And he expects his friends to trust him now. I mean, that's
you know what here's my problem that I had with what Drew Brees said. Okay. Fair enough. he said his grandparents were served in the war and his parents served in the wars, and that he, that's what he thinks they fought for, is that people would, respect the flag.
Apparently,
I'm
one
like,
of his family had bone spurs.
no one in his family had bone spurs. They all stepped up to the plate and served. And thank goodness that they did, frankly, because what what he says they serve for is for respecting the flag or whatever. But what I'm gonna say is that I'm sorry, Drew Brees, but what they served for is the freedom of every American to do what we wish to do and protest how we wish to do it. And for us to sit here and talk about shit and protest and complain as much as we want to, that's what your descendant or your ancestors, whatever, fought for. And thank God they did. But don't get the message wrong, Drew Brees.
I think it's a little too late. What it cracks me up is that how people are so apologetic after the fact.
Exactly.
I mean, he's rich and he has publicists. Did no one tell him, I don't think that's a good idea? I mean, was he in quarantine for 4 years with no one saying, that might not be a good idea to send that video out? But he did. And just like little restaurants in the area, if you're going to be say something and use your free speech, well, then there are repercussions, and people can also use their free speech.
Exactly. Can we just say the freedom of speech protects you from not being arrested?
Correct.
Okay? It does not protect you from everyone thinking you're a fucking asshole.
Right. Or racist. Like Stone Terrace by John Henry's. Oops.
Can I touch on the Drew Brees topic real quick?
Yes, please, wine boy.
What I find rather hilarious is that when someone gets hurt on the football field, you take a knee. So I think taking a knee is okay. I think it's funny when people say, oh, they're disrespecting the flag, but yet when 4th of July rolls around and they're wearing a cowboy hat with the flag on it, or a suit with the flag on it, which is literally against the articles of how you're supposed to keep your flag, and no one stops at that. Also, I know a guy who I asked who knows all this stuff because he's a Boy Scout, and I asked him, well, he told me that actually when the NFL rolls out the flag horizontal, that's actually against how you're supposed to display a flag. So if he's upset that these guys are kneeling, he should probably be upset with the NFL for displaying the flag improperly. I'm just saying, if we're going to be mad at one thing, you got to be mad at the other.
Be mad at one thing, be mad at the other.
And might I put a little exclamation point on your long box of wine, boy?
Sorry. How dare you box of wine me? How dare you box of wine me?
I don't judge. Black Lives Matter.
Terrible.
Well, it's a very good wine for those on a budget. I would like to put the exclamation point on your statement that Colin Kaepernick was told by a Green Beret that he should take the knee. So stop twisting the story like your pretzels that you down with your beer while you bitch about people taking a knee during the national anthem.
Yeah.
And I've seen plenty of you people in sports bars talking over your big fat bellies during the national anthem, bitching about Colin Kaepernick during the national anthem.
Exactly.
Exclamation point, scarf, slap.
Yeah. I don't see you guys standing and putting your hand over your heart.
Exactly.
But I know I've been to a couple of Sergey's Super Bowl parties. He's seen me stand. He knows. I've stood with a guy who I think is in quarantine forever. This man named Lee. He was, he's gone from us. But yeah, we stood there. We were in silence watching. I'm not putting myself out there.
That was true. Now, while you guys were standing, I was kneeling in front of you. But
this is true. I forgot what you were doing down there.
That's why you came to the party to begin with.
Very true.
Then you went off and got married, just like they all do.
Oh, well, I was in college then. So
what a waste.
Well, if I had a nickel. God, I'm going to be able to afford a lot better wine next time. Oh, Brittany Schmick. Kelly Jenner, that's right. Ditto, put that up. Put Kelly Jenner's comment up.
I did, and I'm going to put Kelly Jenner's
I
comment
think
up.
it's Jenner.
Yeah, I'll put her up.
Probably not G.
Oh, no, I hit the wrong one. I put Brittany back up.
And her last name is Jenner, and it's Jenner. So,
Okay.
pardon moi, GIF, GIF, whatever it is. Ow, my knee. Too much kneeling.
Speaking of flags, though, can we get to the hot topic of the Confederate flag?
Absolutely. So, just want to give a shout out to NASCAR. We might even start watching it now because
I know
they have taken a stand and said that they are removing the Confederate flag, and it's being banned from all of their races and cars and oil cans and beer bottles and everything.
Yes. What an color me startled. Seriously.
Color, startled.
And how amazing and awesome.
I would have never thought I'd be living in 2020, period, with everything that's going on. But of course, all years, for this just in from left field, NASCAR bans the Confederate flag. Cheers to that. Raise your wine glasses.
I'll say.
Because they also hate your kind.
I think MLS actually took away their ban of kneeling as well during the national anthem, if I'm correct. Because I guess MLS, that's soccer in America.
Oh, right. We knew that.
Yeah. Sorry. Major League Soccer. I think they did ban the kneeling, and now they unbanned the ban.
Right. They let the girls do it.
They unbanned the ban of the kneeling.
Yeah, right. I think they did that.
The girls, like the boys, can kneel at the girls' tournament, and they're good.
Yeah. It's something that if two things don't touch, then you're not exactly that. I forget what they are. The two balls on the field.
Okay, stop talking about Lindsey Graham and escorts. Okay, moving on.
Threw up.
But I do want to say, can I just also throw a little admiration to NASCAR for their salty tweet back to the one guy who quit the NASCAR.
The one guy, let's name him Ray Ciccarelli. I did my homework.
Yes, thank you, Shara Parker, reminding us that only one guy quit from the NASCAR. But what an asshole! So he quit
0 in 31.
Exactly. So my favorite thing of the day was NASCAR's salty tweet back to him, going, "I'm sorry, bitch, but we had to Google who the fuck you were because we didn't even know that you were even existed." So
apparently, he has a problem with all races.
Seems like. Here's the thing, though, that I don't understand about the Confederate flag. And I'm sorry for all of our Southern viewers out there. This is something I just do not understand. The Confederate flag symbolizes a group of people that, A, wanted to hold people as property. Horrific. B, wanted to cut the United States in half. They wanted to destroy the United States. And they wanted to separate from that. And I'm sort of like, what is the pride that you're holding on that? Because then they tried to do all of that and then they fucking lost. So we're going to throw monuments up and we're going to throw flags up and we're going to celebrate this tremendous loss of people who wanted to destroy the United States to begin with.
The South rise again.
I just don't.
Look, unless you're Bo and Luke Duke, I don't give a damn about the Confederate flag.
They were super cute.
I would wear my Dukes around them anytime.
John Snyder.
Oh, even now. I mean, that's what my wife said. So,
Sure.
I love that movie. The movie was a good movie. Dukes of Hazzard. So you're talking about the movie?
The TV show.
Oh, the TV show.
The TV show, and Wine Boy thinks it's the movie. You are missing out on
Well, I just did
Jessica
research on the
Simpson
TV show because, like I said, being the youth perspective, I wasn't around at that time either.
Yeah,
Oh, we're doing very well.
Cecil gets me.
Your youth perspective is about as good as my marriage counseling.
Anyway, it's probably time for our scarf slaps since we've gone
It is.
over half
We're
an
going to give
hour
it a
out.
quick shout out to Kelly Jenner again. Excuse me for pronouncing the G like a J for those of you that are reading it.
Jenner.
Dozens of fans. Yes, I agree. Jana Brenchley, all the way from Washington State.
Really? All the way from the Pacific Coast?
I think she runs more than Osama bin Laden. I don't know where she's at these days.
Amazing.
But hello, Jana Brenchley. Chris Congdon again. Hello. My gosh, let's make some brunch for us. Tara Parker watched Dukes. Yes, we figured. So we'd like you to give us some examples or people that you would like us to scarf slap, and we will be more than happy to. I should probably put on the fancier scarf for that.
The floor is open for scarf slaps.
For-
people.
I think I even have a thing for you guys.
I have the Billy Mick music one now.
He just cut an album.
I know, and Gail Blackmer loves Billy Mick music.
Really?
Well, she's well, let's
I
just say
bet.
she wears silver sneakers club.
I bet she gets down on her
She
step
does.
rope.
She said Billy Mick's album is really good for stair stepping and
Yeah.
jumping. She burns more calories than a meth head.
And she gets to keep all her teeth.
Well, I don't know if she still does. Gail Blackmer, do you still have all your teeth? I'm not sure if she's still with us. She may have gone to bed by
She
now.
probably went to bed.
I like how you
After
asked
a
her.
little bit.
I like how you asked her, and then everyone just went silent. Like she's gonna like say it right away. You have your teeth.
Like we were literally waiting for her answer.
Well,
exactly.
Well, you know, I feel like we're Stephen Colbert and with a live audience. We're so famous.
We are.
I would just like to give a shout out to all those people that used to work Disaster. And
We did.
what?
She replied.
She replied.
She got most.
That a
She's
girl?
got most of her
Girl.
teeth.
Going strong.
Girl, you look amazing, Gail.
Quick. I just want yes, we love you, Gail. Get step into Billy Mick's music. Shout out to all the Disaster people who used to work at Disaster at Universal.
So
Studios.
many.
Where
Thank you.
where was COVID-19 when we were on 8s? That would have been handy.
Oh my god.
Well, you
Stop
can only
it.
operate at 50% capacity now.
I still would have gone 16 minutes long. It doesn't
And
matter.
so some of us did.
I
Spicy
think-
cake, slip, slap. Sue, where's Sue Christian? That girl, I love making. If you can make her laugh, then you know you're read the whole comedy Bible.
That's
There
for
you go.
sure. That's for sure.
I think this has gone longer, but
We've gone
I'm out.
long. Anyway,
I think Cecil has gone longer in soundstage than this one.
He has, especially that last show with my mask in there.
I hate
Hey.
all of you.
All right, so we're gonna scarf slap. Our
Scarf
scarf slap is going to be the one that
Oh, yeah.
Cecil recommends right off the top of his head right now. Cecil,
Oh,
not
me?
Sureg'ay, zoom out.
Oh,
God, blind boy, you don't even know who we are.
you were talking, and I was trying to get my thing ready for the scarf slap, and
Oh. Well, now
I'm supposed to come up with it first?
if you're trying to get your thing ready for the scarf slap, then bring me back in.
no, you lost your chance.
Am I doing the first scarf
Anyway.
slap?
Well, apparently not. So
Apparently you are.
Okay. My first scarf slap goes to Lindsey Graham, senator from the great state of South Carolina, who hires. I think
Allegedly.
maybe I just want to scarf slap him because I'm jealous that he's got all these porn star escorts and not me. Are we both doing this or just me?
apparently not. Apparently I'm being put in a bunker by Wine Boy right now.
Ugh.
Okay, that's enough scarf slap. Lindsey Graham will enjoy that.
I'm trying.
Uh,
I haven't had a haircut. I haven't had a haircut in 6 months.
that is painfully obvious.
Kelly
Okay.
Jenner has a suggestion for a third scarf
I'm
slapper.
conflicted on the
I
J.K.
don't get
Rowling.
J.K.
saying.
Rowling. I came in on the tail end of the tweet apparently, and I don't know what she said, so I can't scarf slap her. She wrote Harry Potter for God's sakes.
I know, and she tweeted about our lovely friend that we lost.
Very
and
true.
so I am a little conflicted about scarf slapping J.K. Rowling. I'm
We're not
going to admit.
Kelly Jenner.
Jenner.
I know, but she gets Jenner with the saying scarf slap.
It sounds like wiener when you say it like that.
Well, in that case, here.
Jenner.
Okay, Kelly Jenner. I'll never make the mistake again.
Can we half scarf slap? Can we just like...
Made one mistake at a glory hole, and you're never letting me live it down.
You're damn right.
Apparently, the CDC suggests that you have some sort of boundaries between you and the person. So glory holes, check out.
A bathroom stall works fine.
That's why I'm wearing this, because you all are from Florida, and I don't want to rebound. In case there's 3D smell-o-vision like you have at that fancy Universal Studio.
You are correct, Kelly Jenner. She should have just kept those thoughts to herself.
There's a lot of people that should keep thoughts to themselves, and we've named many of them today. So one particular, I'd like to say, you get a scarf slap to all the people that when you say Black Lives Matter, they immediately get defensive and say all lives matter.
Oh my God.
And I would like to remind you that, let's say you have breast cancer. You don't walk in the breast cancer ward screaming, all cancer matters. You have to just deal with one problem at a time and give each issue its due. So I say scarf slap to those of you that get so triggered and defensive and immediately say all lives matter, because if all lives matter, then you have to remember that O.J. Simpson, Casey Anthony, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Cruz, all lives matter. And I don't know that you really want to put them all in the little cupping cradle. Mm-hmm. So to those who are triggered and defensive when people are just trying to get you to listen to them and stop killing them, I say scarf slap.
For sure.
Our scarf slaps are like a kung fu movie.
Well, you're both going, all right? At the same time, we don't practice this in the pre-pro. That's all I'm saying.
And just saying that,
we do not rehearse this, people. I know it's hard to believe.
It's hard to believe there is no rehearsal. Who would have thunk?
Also, a special thank you to all of the men and women who serve our military and police force, to the good cops out there. We say, we love you. Just don't get the message confused. That's why I'm wearing a black and white scarf for scarf slap. We can all get together.
Yes.
I saw something I thought was great, and it was...
Enough about Pornhub.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, do tell her.
No, it was what you were saying. It was, yes, all lives matter.
Hold on.
I know. I'll put that up. But yes, they're saying like when they say all lives matter, sure. But right now we're focusing on the black ones. So let's just remember that.
Exactly.
That's what the thing said.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, Wine Boy, for extra wine in the glass after that moment.
You're welcome. Well, here's Ecuador.
Can we just do? Hey, here's to Ecuador. We're now
somebody from Ecuador is watching. Oh my word!
I don't know.
That's very exciting.
You can believe everything you read on the internet, said Abraham.
I believe it. Thank you, Matt Militano.
Militano, that name just makes me want to salute.
I'll say.
Hey.
You should see him without a shirt.
What? He's going to be kneeling again.
Speaking of who will be Googling in a few minutes. Let's hope there's no ladybugs at that address.
I don't think so.
So thank you for the incredible shout outs and all of the audiences joining us tonight. Obviously, just one quick scarf slap because we don't want you to think we forgot about him. Scarf slap Trump.
Oh, he's the worst.
You just need one. Just back in your bunker.
Yeah, back to your bunker. If he would just stay in the fucking bunker for the next several months, that would be.
Without a Wi-Fi signal for your tweeter. Anyways, speaking of a coup, just want to say bye, Don. I'm sorry, that just came out. Bye, Don 2020. I do want to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for thank you for joining us, and thank you for coming, and thank you for stealing our wine from us. Cecil, thank you for taking time to pencil me in and Wine Boy in today. You're so busy. I thought I would change my name to Sloppy Seconds.
Sloppy Thirds. You're the third time I've been on tonight.
I didn't want to admit it, but thanks for saying that. I would go home and wash.
I lost my ears.
Famous rap song. Let me smell your D. All right. So
one of my favorite songs ever.
No, I'm rambling now. But the new press secretary is still a trunt. And by that, I say thank you for joining us. Goodbye, everyone. From Hot Toys, I'm Sureg'ay.
I'm Cecil.
Bye.
And Wine Boy says bye. Toodaloo.